So very good morning to everyone. So in this MT8791 embedded system design, we have seen the I2C integrated circuits and their requirements and how to program techniques that we have seen in last class. So in this class, we are going to see about the control area network. So in the control area network also, it belongs to the serial communication protocol. It's also an integrated circuit, serial data line and a serial clock line. Likewise, we are having the I2C also, which having a serial clock line and serial data line. So we having this integrated circuits with the data and a clock. So it's having a slave address and start bit address and read write indicating bits, acknowledgement bits, data bits, negative acknowledgement bits, stop bits. So likewise, we are having the frame field like this in the KN frame. The first field of the 12 bits, this is an arbitration field which contains the packets of 11 bit destination address at the RTR bit. So packet means a set of bits sent to the bus. The RTR stands for the remote transmission request. The receiving address devices, it is in the destination address specified in the 11 bit subset, and RTR is defined on the basis of whether the data is being sent is a data for a device or a request to the device. 11 bit address identifies the device to which data is being sent or a request being made. When the identifies the devices to which data is being sent or the request being made. So when RTR bit is set to 1, it means this packet is for the device and the destination. If the bit is 0, it means the packet is a request for the data from the devices. The next one is second bit of 6 fields, that is a control field. So the first bit of identifies extension, the second bit will be always 1. The last 4 bits are code for the data line. The third field of 0 to 64 bit, which its length depends on the data length code on the control field. The fourth bit of the third, if the data field is no bits represent, is of the 16 bits. So it is a cyclic redundancy check field with 15 bit CRC plus 1 delimiter bit. The receiver node uses is to detect errors if any during the transmission. The fifth field of the 2 bits, which is a first bit of acknowledgement slot, the sender sends the one acknowledgement on the receiver, which would be sent to 0 in the slot. When it is deletes the error reception, the sender, after sensing 0 in the acknowledgement slot, retransmits the data frame. The second bit is in the acknowledgement delimiter bit. It signals the end of the acknowledgement field. If the retransmitting mode does not receive any acknowledgement of the data frame within a specified time slot, it should be transmitted. The sixth bit of the sixth field of the seventh bit denotes the end of the frame, specifies having 7 fields. Okay, so these are all the features and how to programming the data fields which is present in the control area network. So the control area networks is mostly used in the automobile industries. So it will control all the peripherals. It's like a master slave configuration. It will control all the braking accessories and emergency systems and something the door lock system. So that's why they are using that control area network to control all the automobile peripherals inside that automobile industries. Okay, so in this class we have completed the control area network. So in the next class we are going to see about the GSM and the GPRS. So in the GSM and the GPRS, we are going to see about the global system for mobile communication and the general packet radio active services. So in that, how the architecture is work, how it's working in the real-time environment. So that's I completed the control area network. So next class we are going to see about the GSM. Thank you.